we're going to hear from the Managing Director of Innovation DuPage, Travis Linderman. Travis will tell us about this new initiative to inspire innovation and support business and job creation in DuPage County. Welcome, Travis.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so glad to have you. So first of all, I know what Innovation DuPage is, but I think a lot of people don't know what it is. So tell us in a nutshell, for the average guy, what is it?
So Innovation DuPage is a new initiative that covers all of DuPage County, where we are encouraging the growth of entrepreneurship and the support of small business growth. What's so exciting about it is that there are up to 8 currently institutions of higher education which have joined the effort, as well as the economic development organization Choose DuPage, and we are working very closely with the national labs of Argonne and Firma Labs to help to commercialize innovations that are coming out of the national labs.
Okay, so you're trying to spur small business, large business,
Yes.
innovative business. How do you do that?
Well, we are beginning right now by building out a innovation center in downtown Glen Ellyn, and the construction's underway. There's a great partnership that both the College of DuPage and the Village of Glen Ellyn have joined together to build out in their civic center right on the train line. That will be opening in 2019, which will allow for entrepreneurs and business owners to meet there so that we can bring trained mentors, consultants, and other resources to help them as they build their business.
So let's say I have an idea for an invention. Would I go to you?
Yes. And you, I'm sorry.
What if I had an idea for making some kind of software? Would I go to you?
Yes. So focusing on software and technology startups is going to be a major underlying focus of Innovation DuPage. But also, if you have a hot sauce company, I'm working right now actually with a husband and wife who are making multiple board games that are already on the shops and Target stores, and they're going to be launching a new one just for the holiday season. So it can cover. Basically, we can work with you from just your idea stage off to you could be in business for multiple years and looking for a next round of mentorship, funding, how to connect to other resources or new customers.
So you help with funding.
We
you
do.
help them to get funding.
That's correct.
Do you help them with like a business plan or
things
like that?
So we will help them focus on if they don't have a business model or business plan, we can sit down and help them work on that, as well as bring in resources like the Small Business Development Council, SBDC, or we will be working with other centers for entrepreneurship throughout the region at other colleges and just local resources to make sure that if there is an expertise that we are not bringing to them, that we connect them to the wonderful resources that are here in DuPage County.
That's awesome. So Travis, if someone has an idea and wants to connect with you, how do they do that?
So right now they can reach out to me directly, and email is probably the easiest way, just id@cod.edu, and I'll come to them. I'm happy to meet at coffee shops, go to businesses. If they have a downtown or Main Street business, I'll meet them right there if that's convenient. But I'm right now just trying to connect with as many entrepreneurs on a daily basis. I try not to even come into my office until I've met with at least one entrepreneur each morning.
That's a great goal.
It's been pretty active.
So what I love about this is artists are entrepreneurial, right? By spirit. Our artists are always creating new things, and you're as good as your last show or your last song or your last play, and it's a constant drive for new content. You have to feed the beast. So someone like a Lin-Manuel who writes a show, a big huge hit. The first question everyone asks is, what's your next show? What are you working on next? And so, to me, there is a huge synergy between artists and creativity and innovation and entrepreneurship and business, right? And when you look at a beautiful car, an artist designed that. An engineer that has an artistic side designed that car and might make the technical part of it happen. But the design of it usually comes from somebody with a creative background.
That's right. So design is a huge part of any new startup. We will be focusing on connecting the creative culture as well as the startup community. And I'm glad, if we even compare a new startup to launching a new show, it's very similar. You have an idea. You're going to be looking for funders. You're looking for the greatest talent that you can build around you. And then you have to promote it and basically scale it, be it if it's locally or throughout the United States or internationally. it is so important to me in this position to be connecting with the theaters, the art centers, cultural centers, because people who go to the theater, people who are active culturally, they vote more, they volunteer more, they're on charitable boards, they give of their time. And that's so vital for early companies because they need those mentors. They need advice from people who know how to do this. And here throughout DuPage County, there's these wonderful downtowns everywhere where if there is an empty space, that could be a new art studio. If there are opportunities for the colleges to connect talent that know how to promote, they could be making commercials and promotional videos.
Exactly.
So there is such a synergy between these two that first of all, I'm glad that you've been so supportive of the effort.
Sure.
And now that I've been to my first MAC show, I'm even more excited because just such a wonderful opportunities here.
You know, a new thing that we're starting is something called Common Ground Conversations after certain shows,
Yes.
and it's being funded by the National Endowment for the Arts.
Wonderful.
And it sponsors thought-provoking shows, and then after the show, our hope is to invite audience to stay and talk about how do you feel about what you saw?
Yeah.
Does it make you feel any differently? Does it make you think out any differently about certain things or certain cultures or certain ideas or certain art forms? And to try to find a way to bring people together,
Yeah.
you know, and join a conversation of finding some common ground. And I think when you get on a creative level, it tears down the walls, you know, and it helps people to get excited about new ideas. And that's what I love about what you're doing.
So I 100% agree that my wife and I came to Take Me to the River this last week, and she stayed an hour afterwards speaking to the 79ers who were here, learning about their culture from New Orleans, and there was a direct connection there. And she actually sent me away, said I didn't want to continue talking and learning, talking to the big chiefs that were here. And she said to me as we drove away, she said, I needed that cultural experience here in the suburbs because she's lived on 7 different continents. It's so important that as we are attracting new professionals and talented individuals that might be coming here from Chicago, Boston, New York, that want to relocate and build businesses in DuPage County, that they have that cultural connection. They need their sushi place, they need their theater, they need that culture because they've been used to it in maybe in a larger city. And having this connection, this connecting DuPage on all the different levels is so important because if I'm going to move my family here and I want to put my roots down here in DuPage County, arts is an important part of how I want to live and the quality of life as I build my business in DuPage County.
Well, I couldn't say it any better, and I could talk to you all day, but unfortunately that's all the time we have. Wow. For more information about Innovation DuPage, please visit their website at cod.edu/innovation_DuPage. Don't miss any of these great events coming soon to the MAC, including the Doo-Wop Project, a doo-wop Christmas show on December 7th. The Second City's Dysfunctional Holiday Review on December 8th. Our next National Theater Live movie, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, screening on December 12th and 16th. The family favorite and holiday classic, Von Heidecke Chicago Festival Ballet's The Nutcracker on December 15th and 16th. For more information, be sure to visit atthemac.org.